right, here's a little video of the toy hauler that I built. Now the whole design of it is a cantilever system. So the skis up the top, we have to pull the bottom ones out first, which I'll show you in a second, and then the top ones sort of slide off the top bunks. But I'll give you a walk around and you can see how it is. The reason I built this was I couldn't find, obviously there's no manufacturer that makes one, and I couldn't find anything like it, especially here in Australia. So unfortunately, when you can't find something that you want, you have to build it. So what we used was, I believe it's 70 by 45, 2.5 mil thick, all the uprights, all the cross bracing. Then we used 6 mil plate that's been welded on with a 1/2 inch bolt through the top and the bottom. The bottom we went, I think it's, I can't remember because it was a little while ago now, but it was about a, it'll be a 90 by 90, 6 mil thick again. I've designed this whole thing that unbolts. So you've got bolts there, bolts here. I can take this whole top frame off the trailer, and then it's just a two-seater trailer again. A two-seater sit-down trailer again. Now, you obviously, you have to put cross bracing in. So I put cross bracing in from here. So that should stop the forward motion, slamming on the brakes going that way. But then obviously you've got side to side play. So to fix that issue, again, triangles being the strongest structure, we're going from here, pivot to the pivot down here. And then we remove that pin, those skis can now come out. While we're traveling, we obviously always have that bar in because the trailer, if it had a hard enough jolt, it would go and sit down like that, sideways. This side here, same, got a cross brace going in here that's bolted on. So that, again, stops the trailer going forwards. And we have welded in a solid one, a non-removable triangle cross brace from this corner to that corner. So that stops it from being able to shift going sideways. This front brace here, again, that's bolted on down here. We have put a 6 mil by, it looks like 35 mil plate down this whole length of it. That's to stop when the winch is pulling up, because there's a whole heap of weight on this. It stops that bar from bananaing like that. It still gets a little bit of flex, but not a crazy amount. Then all we did was ran some 90 by 35. Just covered it in carpet, because carpet, the skis seem to stick a bit better. Then we have a strap on the front, strap on the middle, strap on the back. And it's same with the Jet, mate. Now, I'm not sure what weight this probably could take, but I mean, the Jet weight weighs in probably 300 kilos, and the Kawasaki is usually about 100. The vintage skis are about 100 kilos there. I just bought a cheap eBay winch. It said 3,500 pound. So when you scale that back to, that's about 1.2 ton. You will see, I don't think it's true. So it's a 3,000 pound. It's not true what they say on those stickers. Because when we were doing a single line pull, it could not pull the weight up, and it's definitely not a ton up here. So go figure. So what we've done is I just purchased off eBay, just a little pulley system. Then we just do a double line pull. So in theory, we turn that camera gone. We turn that 3,000 into a 6,000 pound, and then it's just enough to pull this back up. And then on the front, I've welded in, so that was the original drawbar here. Just had one. We welded in 2 more 45 by 70 mils steel all the way to pick up these channels here. Then it's cross braced across. So there's no flex in it, because originally it was just flexing off that one 100 mil by 100 mil drawbar, and I didn't like that. The trailer itself is rated to 2 ton brake capacity. With all these skis sitting on here, usually I have a sit down. Without the sit down on it, we weigh in at about 1,750 kilo. So we're well under the legal GBM. With the sit down ski on it and the jerry cans, honestly, we come in at 1980 with the trailer off the car. It is weighted perfect. And that's with full tanks and everything. So anyway, that's a bit of a spiel for that. We've had to upgrade the jockey wheel. So I think that's a 260 kilo jockey wheel. Your normal 180 ones, I've folded like 2 or 3 of them, especially with the front ski on it. Once the ski goes off the front, yeah, you can run any sort of jockey wheel there. And what's the other thing that we usually do? Not set up today, but I do have one more stand up at home that we run, the vintage X2. And what that will usually do is I have a bunk that goes in the back of the Ram, and then the X2 will sit in the back. So we had a GVM upgrade done on the Ram and a chassis brace as well. So it's super duper solid.